Hey everyone, Professor Snart checking in here. Maybe one last time as we get right down to the end of our English 1102 course here. Been a quick 5 weeks. So we are, again, right into the tail end of our due dates here. I'm recording this and posting it early Wednesday morning. It's about 9 o'clock right now. So we are looking at, of course, the final essay submitted Wednesday, June 25th. That's today. There's a couple of little wrap-up things as far as like a final course evaluation. Hopefully you posted your topic and sources for Unit 10. You can still do that if you haven't done it, although I think most people did. So now is really, an important time to obviously be finishing up your essay, but to really concentrate on, again, something I've sort of harped on throughout the course, is that our primary focus in 1102 is 1102 as the research class. So you're writing a research essay about a literary topic, maybe a comparison or analysis of a theme. But the first thing that I'm looking for when I open that essay document is the elements of, or the research elements that we've covered. Partly because that's a focus of the course, but also because it's a really clear indicator to me whether you've understood and applied some of the most basic stuff in our course. And in most cases, there's really nothing subjective about it. Your works cited is either correct or it's incorrect. So that's the first thing I look at. Your in-text citations are either correct or incorrect. The number and type of sources, either correct or incorrect. There's no kind of gray area for me to figure out. So if I scroll to your works cited and it's titled the wrong thing, formatted wrong, the entries are formatted wrong, it doesn't take long for me to figure out that you haven't gotten and applied the basic research components, and it's likely that you haven't then understood and applied some of the other kind of writing components of the course too. Of course, I read the essay, right, but you're already in a pretty deep hole as far as the grade goes, and that's kind of the glass half empty version of that. The glass half full is that the research component really is just following models and examples that we've done numerous times throughout even our short 5-week term here. So it's something you've had practice, you've gotten feedback on, there's examples, there's models to follow, and again, it's not like something you've got to really figure out, it's just right or wrong. So the glass half full is doing it right earns you kind of tons of points in that final essay situation, which is really where the bulk of the points for the semester lie. We've done lots of assignments that were 10 points, even 50 points. But out of 1,000, this final essay is, I believe it's 300. So that's ultimately sort of the capstone project for the course, where you're bringing together the various concepts and then applying them. So it's also useful at this point maybe to review Unit 9, which is where the final essay was assigned. Again, most people are on track with this, but just making sure you've got the right number of secondary sources. Obviously, you're not just using general websites, but database material. You've met the length requirement, 5 to 6 pages. A little bit under is okay because we don't just want to pad the essay to fill out the length requirement. But if it's 3.5 pages, obviously that's not going to cut it. And again, that's something that I don't have to figure out in terms of grading. I just look at the page numbers. Same thing with those sources. If there's ones that are missing, that will have a serious effect on your grade. And then obviously, again, at this point, I think everybody should be pretty plugged into the topic guidelines that you're writing an analysis of a literary work or a comparison between two. You're not trying to write about a big kind of social idea or an idea in history, and you just end up kind of mentioning the literary texts. We're really focused quite specifically on those works. And other than that, submitting the essay is same as we've done before down here in Unit 11. There's some final kind of editing checklists to help you out, but they really just repeat the things that we've talked about or looked at in our class so far. Hopefully I can scroll all the way. Yeah, you can sort of see this down here, but it's the same as before. Click into the Submit Final Essay, submit your essay. Let me know if you want feedback on it or not, because not everybody does. Either way is fine. And that's pretty much it. The only thing that I'd ask you to do afterwards is this very brief course evaluation, which is ungraded and anonymous, so it'll take you all of 5 minutes, I would think. Okay, so if you have any final questions here, be sure to be in touch with me. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible, especially since we're here kind of in the crunch time. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed 1102, and I hope you're, to be honest, I hope you're proud of the final essay that you've written.